Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody, whatever time you're checking us out. Thank you for checking us out. This is, of course, King Petty Chronicles, where we can talk about anything and everything. We are going to do our conclusion of Nerd Talk of Crisis on Infinite Earths. We're going to talk about episode 4 of 5, which was Arrow. Hands down, great episode. If you didn't watch it, please watch it. I'm going to watch it again uh, in the morning. Um, it opened up with the backstory to the Monitor and the Anti-Monitor. The Monitor was a scientist who went back and wanted to see the dawn of time, but in going and doing that, he created the Anti-Monitor. So you find out but at his creation, that is where our heroes find that they need to go and make their last stand. So Oliver returns as the Spectre, lets them know, like, hey, that this is where we need to go, and lets Barry know that the Speed Force is going to be the way that we do it. So he puts everyone in the Speed Force and then tells Barry, like, you got to get us through, like, you got to get everyone in the Speed Force and then bring them to the dawn of time to fight the Anti Monitor. And so that's what the episode was. It was about them, everybody learning and getting there, all the Paragons. One of the greatest moments in the episode, if you ask me, hands down, is gonna be the cameo by Ezra Miller, who is the Flash in the DCEU cinema universe. So the one who was in Justice League. He and Grant Gustin had a interaction on camera where they spoke to each other. They saw everything. He was wearing his movie suit. He was wearing the Flash suit, and it was priceless. I don't think there will ever be anything as good as that ever in a movie again or on a TV show. The DC equivalent of that would have been, I mean, not DC. The Marvel equivalent of that would have been when maybe Days of Future Past, when the two Charleses spoke. That might be it, but this was hands down it. Out of all the cameos that were told and leaked and we were shown about, nobody saw this one coming. This one wasn't leaked. This was kept under wraps, and I really think that we were rewarded better for it. Lex Luthor, his powers were not the use of science, or he didn't make anything. It was just his Lex Luthor brain. He gave himself the powers using the Book of Destiny. Then he, used them to knock out Supergirl and Ryan Choi, uh, and then go off and do his Lex Luthor bad things. Now, my issue with that, you can have your powers. You want to do it. What I didn't like was how he knocked out a human and a Kryptonian, and the human gained consciousness first. So, like, why was Ryan Choi should have died, if you ask me. But the fact that he woke up and got up before Supergirl was like, I don't know what's happening with this. But um, so then they find out, they get to the dawn of time, and they fight the Anti Monitor. The Anti Monitor, the Shadow Demons, everybody is fighting for their lives, and that's when Oliver shows up, and him and the Anti Monitor, they go at it, and uh, Oliver sacrifices himself again for the creation of a new universe, aka Earth Prime. And so at the end of it, he dies again, but this is for real again. They brought him back the first time, but this time it's the one that we were waiting for. We didn't know that it was going to come early and they're bringing back the Spectre, but this is the death of Oliver that everyone was anticipating as fans. And so then the episode ends with them going back to, everyone going back to Earth, but they all think they're on their own Earth. So they don't know that it's one universe. They just think that the universes are going to be created again. And that's how the episode ends. And it was like, it was very emotional. It was powerful. You see everybody coming to grips with what they have to do as people and heroes. Barry did a lot of the heavy lifting. He really did. It was just a great episode. I really can't wait. I'm just gonna watch it again tomorrow. And I just, let me know what you guys think. If you watched it, if you didn't watch it, if you thought there was something that they didn't do well, I really feel like they stuck to the book. They did everything right. This isn't something like, oh, they took, outside of them killing the '90s Barry Allen instead of this show's Barry Allen. I really think they did this perfectly. And I mean, and even still doing that is perfect. You know, you gave the '90s one who didn't get to do it ending, you gave him his closure. So I really feel like they've done everything that you would want to do as a TV show, as a nerd. And so, let me know what you guys think. Thank you for watching. This has been King Betty Chronicles.